Nah, this high level, funnels in my palm, whole stack on schedule. If you still log in at 10, have stressful. I'm on one dashboard, that flex looks special. Drip too cold, got the flows on auto. Lease so warm, they reply where you want us. Book 2 calls for the sun, hit the condo. Campaign tight, whole system like
as you can see, we both eating.
Clean, got the tags in rows. Pipeline full and the cash still grows.
Hey man, they don't understand. We be up early doing it.
No doubt.
AI chat on the site like whoa.
It is Wednesday. Another great day for you to be able to learn more about what it is that you do, and we help you be able to learn how to scale up your business. I am Jamel Reese, the CEO, Chief Energy Officer, you know what I'm saying? And who do I got with me, you know what I'm talking about? As always, hey, come on, hey, hey. Hey, we in this joint, guys.
This is Jasna, y'all CRM coach. Listen. I'm excited. Y'all know what I'm about to do.
No doubt. As always, you know what I'm saying.
In the groups, okay.
No doubt. So you know what I'm saying. If you new to what it is that we do, we are your plug to be able to help you learn how to be able to set up your business on automation, how to be able to have this thing running for you while you get to be able to spend time with your family, spend time with your children. We help you create order inside of your business. Man, and so, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to let you know, coming soon, you know what I'm saying, we will definitely be able to help you guys out a lot more, because guess what we got going on? We got a live webinar that'll be coming up. It's a 4-day webinar, August the 18th, that'll be coming up, man, where we'll be teaching you guys how to be able to set up your first funnel, let me move us out of the way. You learn how to be able to set up your first funnel and put it online, man, where you will be able to get all the AI skills. We'll teach you how to be able to set up your emails. We'll teach you how to be able to set up a phone app for you to be able to get this thing through. We'll show you how to be able to set up your social media. We'll show you how to be able to put up your first product to be able to get to sell in a digital realm, man. And if you're able to be able to come, make sure you share this with a friend. We are actually giving out deals for people who bring in people as well. So I think that's a cool thing that we were talking about being able to do, giving deals out to people who bring multiple people. This is going to be an event that you do not want to be able to miss, because, man, we do not want to be able to fall behind. We do not want to be able to fall behind technology. And I say this with all sincerity. The reason why we do these things is because we really want to be able to empower our communities and just people who have a thirst for technology, but also people who don't understand that we are moving into a digital age that has happened right before your eyes. The next 5 years will not look like the previous 5. And so if you are somebody that is looking to be able to find a new career path, you're a new entrepreneur, you're a new business, and you're trying to get started in this new wave of doing things, it's not going to be the way that it was done in the old ways. You're going to have a system. And what we teach is how to set up a system that can be able to actually run your business for you. All what the big dogs are doing, they're going around and they have systems in place and they're putting people to work, because they understand that before you can even start a business, you need a system. And so we want to be able to show you that, so you could be able to pass this thing down to your kids and your kids' kids and their kids, and they can be able to make this thing happen. So, man, today we are going to be back into a place where I'm always familiar. We're talking about videography and photography. And what we're going to do today is we're going to show you guys how to be able to build out email sequences, text message sequences that could be able to automate all these different type of things. And then also, I think we're going to go off into phone numbers, where you can be able to get you a nice phone number for back here in the system, where you don't have to go and buy a phone number here, do a text message here, do this here. We're all in one platform. So my Jasmine, whenever you are ready, I know you're doing your thing. So I just want to make sure I let people know exactly what it is that we're doing today.
All right. Make sure y'all tag y'all people as always. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? There we
Absolutely.
go.
Hear you good.
Make sure y'all tag y'all people. Make sure y'all tag y'all favorite videographers, y'all favorite photographers. This week is all about them. Let's help them out. All right. So let's get into it. So, and I'm going to say this because email, 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 email.
Dun,
Listen.
dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so when I'm looking at people's websites or any of their stuff, why do y'all still? Nobody has answered me either. Okay, and I've learned this, so I'm sharing it. You want to always look professional on the front end. When I say the front end, when somebody go to your website, you have everything in order, but then bam, you got a Gmail. Why you got a Gmail? Or you got a Yahoo? Why you got a Yahoo? I understand they do cost a lot, but you don't have to buy them from the place where you get your domain. You don't have to buy them from Yahoo or Gmail.
Yeah.
That's what we're about to show you what to do. When we say all in one, it literally is an all in
In
one
one.
system. Literally.
All in
So
one.
let's get into it. Okay. Here we go. Can y'all see my screen? Because I'm about to go on off. So, yay, nay. Okay. I'm looking
Yeah, for sure. For
Facebook
sure.
at
For
the
sure.
time. Okay.
For sure.
Okay. Because you know.
Yeah, for sure.
All
You
right.
good.
So
I'm
this
just
is
controlling the
what
back end. I got you.
okay, cool. This is what the dashboard looks like when you log in, and we are gonna go on down until we get to our email. So we're gonna go to settings and we are gonna go to emails. So wherever your domain is housed. Well, what do you mean, Jazzy? House. Wherever you purchase your domain from. Did you go to GoDaddy? Did you go to Namecheap? Did you go to any of those things like that? That's where your hosting agency is at. If you don't know and somebody build it out, you might want to go back to them and try to get your information and make sure you have your own information. Okay. That's a whole
Man.
nother conversation.
Yeah, oh
So
my
we
goodness. Please don't start that
yeah,
conversation.
no,
That's a
we're
rabbit
we're
hole.
not gonna. That's different. We might just have to do something about business and go down that part and why it's important. So I have Namecheap open with the domain that we are going to use and register. Namecheap, y'all. We do not have any form of affiliate with them. You either please. These are the two
You need
recommended.
one.
GoDaddy or Namecheap. GoDaddy or Namecheap. Let me tell you what Namecheap. Namecheap is the plug. If you just starting out, because you can get that bad boy for $6.49 for the year.
What you say?
$6.49. So pay up that
Okay.
mug a little bit more.
Okay.
GoDaddy. GoDaddy on the other side. I like GoDaddy because it merges automatically in with the system. So there go your pro and con. Do what you do. I am a cheap
Yeah,
person.
for sure.
Is the
Hey,
GoDaddy. But those are our two go-tos. The
so yeah,
we're
let's get
recommending
this
them.
put. Let's
So
and why and so
um
let's do this. Let's do this. Why is it important to have a professional email? Because I think we
okay.
sometimes just jump right into the tools and we don't explain why. Because people don't know that having a Gmail on their website, having a Gmail as your way to be able to look good isn't a good thing. So why do we need a professional email?
So having a professional email, it does make you look your business looks credible. People don't know that. And a lot of times too, you have to be careful if you have a Gmail and you're using it. I shouldn't say a Gmail because it's not the Gmail, that's the terms and conditions, which we'll talk about and why that's important. But your email you want to look professional across the board. You want to look credible. You want to show that you do care about your business. I'm not
Mhm.
saying people don't care about their business. Sometimes people are not educated. Don't get me wrong, starting out, I can look back at some old website stuff that we were making with the podcast, and I very well did have a coming together podcast Gmail account. That was because I didn't have this. Now, on the other side, Sexology Me, I did pay Google, Gmail to have my business email professionally. So
Hmm.
I say this because I came from that part. So I'm not just saying that I was on the other side of what my business looked like
Right.
and I wanted to look more professional. So this is why you if you got a clean website, you gotta make your thing that you is
Yeah.
yours. Like,
Yeah.
but also once again, I understand that that stuff does cost. I was paying regularly, I think it was like 20 something a month to have it on Gmail, to have my Gmail be my name without Gmail. If you do it on the hosting thing, that is another price with your domain. So I always tell people, do not buy an email, do not buy a telephone number.
Right.
Do not buy those. You don't have to walk around carrying two phones. You don't have to add a number to your T-Mobile. So you paying all this stuff. Please, and yes, we do laugh at it because that was us. I was carrying two phones when I was a travel agent, had an iPhone and had an Android. Why? Because the iPhone had more features and I can get contacts back real quick when I needed them to sign documentations. I
Yep.
couldn't do that on my Android. So, like I said, this is not stuff we're just saying to say. When we say that we're coaching, we are really coaching from the standpoint of our pain points, which is what has brought us here today to help you guys. So, sorry if I don't care what you think we
But
sound like, but very passionate about what it is we're due to help you guys.
also explain from the standpoint of, on Google, it makes you look better, and it makes you get found.
Traffic.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, the reality of this is that it brings more traffic towards you if you have a .com email versus a Gmail a Gmail as your email. So you want to be able to switch that to a .com so your business can be searchable more inside of Google. Also, with the phone situation, people, you gotta do what you gotta do. Some people that do burnout phones, they have two numbers inside of their phones. They be like, all right, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna do this. But here's the thing: when you got two numbers inside of your phone, the numbers are still inside of your phone. So it doesn't matter how you want to see this thing. You calling from another number, which is great, but at the same time, you need to be calling somewhere where you could be able to actually be collecting contacts, somewhere where you can actually be able to see these conversations, how they're happening. And then also, if you plan on being able to build a team, your team can also see those conversations as well and take over those conversations versus you having to be able to explain it to them what's going on. So it's very important to be able to get an email.com and those things. And then also with that, in Google, you're ranked higher without having your actual phone number connected to it either. So you have a professional email and you have a professional number. And so you're more credible for Google to be able to recommend you to the customers that you may be wanting to attract. So those are the reasons why we do what we do. So let's jump off into the tool and talk about how you can do this from back here. Like she said, she was paying $20 a month, and I never knew that people do that, paying $20 a month for a .com email. So let us show
Yeah.
you how to be able to do this for absolutely, well, I'm not gonna
This
say it's
isn't
free, but you don't
That's
have to
what I was
pay
about to
every
say.
month for that, but you will be paying it for all in one system where you can be able to get
So
this thing.
So exactly what you said. You're not paying this individually a month,
Right,
right?
right,
This is
right.
and I like to explain this because a lot of times people don't understand. They're like, "Oh, I need a website." Okay, and now you need a website. Now you need an email. So this is why you don't pay
Yep,
for email. You get a Google email because a Google email is free.
yep.
Well, okay. So then you get a phone number. Well, you think the phone number is free. The phone you now you're paying for a phone line and you're paying for all of this stuff when the whole point of the emphasis, or you go and then you got to pay for calendar because you need a calendar. Then you got to pay
Right.
here Adobe because you need the contracts.
Yep.
You don't have to do all that. It's all in here. So, if you sit 10 apps, that's
Yeah.
stressful.
And
That's
then one
stressful.
dashboard. That flex looks special, baby. Flex
By
looks
the time you
special.
get by the time you get done calculate, and I want y'all out there to really calculate how much you pay for all these individual things
Right.
and see what it come out to. and then you'll see why a system costs a little bit more from the outside looking in
Yep.
because it's all in one place. So
Yep.
let's just get into it because I
Let's
can go
do
on
it.
and
Let's
on
do
and
it.
on and on.
Let's do
All
it.
right,
Let's do it.
so this is our back end of I ain't gonna show all them parts of Namecheap. Well, it don't matter. This is artist our demo, right? So we're gonna go to our advanced DNS. If you're not techie, you ain't gonna understand none of this stuff, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So we are gonna go down here, right here, because we're gonna need T records and we're gonna need MX records. So I'm gonna go back to the system and I'm going to put in our domain right here, but I'm gonna put info at, and I know it's not, hold on, let me grab the thing. So I'm gonna put in info dot and then my domain. So for us, it's stored for this purpose. It was not a .com because I'm not paying that much for a .com for this thing. And then we're gonna hit add verify. Now, if you do have GoDaddy, it will have you open up your GoDaddy stuff and have you start the process. On this, I'm gonna show you both ways because it's not gonna have me connect certain stuff because it's not merged in, so I'll have to do it manually, which is what I'll show you. Can y'all see the screen good?
Absolutely.
Is it big enough? Okay.
Yeah.
So just waiting for that thing to load. If it don't load, then I'm refresh it. Okay, let me see okay, there we go. Oh,
There you
look
go.
at that.
And it's
It
just
heard me
capturing
like,
all the
hold on,
DNS
girl.
records. Look at that.
So now if I hit verify records, it'll tell me if I need to do something. And 9 times out of 10 it's gonna tell me because they're not connected. So it says domain not verified, right? But it is telling me what is verified and what's not. So then I have to go on the other side and connect these. So, which is good. I only got to do two because I did this already. So we're gonna go back to the advanced DNS, and the first one said I need a TXT record. So I'm gonna add record. I'm gonna go grab me a TXT, which it looked like one's already here for that, but we're gonna just see what it tell us to do. Come back here, and I'm gonna grab this pic dot underscore domain key dot info, and I'm going to place it there. So what it's telling me to do is make sure I am using a host name, the values that are being entered, and then once we get it together, it will do its thing. So quick tip about whichever one of these you guys use. In GoDaddy, when you come over here to your right where it says TTL, or it's going to give you some stuff that says 1 hour, 24 hours, whatever the case may be, that is saying how long it'll take for this to go in effect. What I've learned is if you go in that value, remove whatever, I think it's like 1,000 or something, put it in 600. 600 is then converted into, I think, like 10 to 15 minutes or 10 to 30 minutes before the automation will be shown. Over here in Namecheap, as you can see, it's automatic. You still have to refresh and go back and do stuff. Excuse me. Okay, and then we're gonna go down. The next one is our MX, which is the mail part of it. So we're gonna go to MX over here, which is a little more down. As you see, I already have one there. So that's why the MXB was already fine because I have it there, but we're gonna add the MXA to it, which is the same. It is info. We're gonna go back and get the value, which is mxa.mailgun.org. I'm gonna copy that one. Let us know if this is helpful in the chat. Territory is 10 unless it tells you otherwise. And then we're gonna update it. This may take some time, so those are the only two we had to verify. So let's go to verify domain to see if it's ready. If not, we'll come back. Let me refresh and see. So that one verified. Our MX10, we're still waiting for that to be verified. So let's refresh. that one. Let's refresh here and see what it do. It may take a few times to hit the verify button until it's verified, but once you get them all together, then you'll be good to go on the back end. And as you see, we got all green, right? Y'all see that?
No,
Oh,
no, change your screens.
my bad.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So we refresh this one, and now everything that the two that were red, they are now green. So everything is now verified, which is perfect. Now we're going to go back because now we have to send it somewhere. So now you have a professional email. You can do this a few ways. You can do a billing dot whatever, support dot. You can do that way. But now we got to connect it, right? So now domain configuration, we are now going to connect it to our funnels and our workflows. So, yep, we're going to put it there. Everyone you make, you can connect them there if it needs to be there. So some people say, like, if you're a coach, you'll make one that has your name at or coach at whatever the case you're doing at, and then you can add it here if you need them on the pages. So I usually put them on all the pages, and now you can see that they're there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take this. Where my thing at? Where my thing at? Because I don't want to type it out. I just want to copy and paste it. As y'all can see, I've done this so many times where it's like shortcuts. All right, cool. So we are now going to, let me open up another one because I don't want to have to keep, what is this cool? Now we're going to go to sites. So we got to go back, go to sites, and we are going to go back to our videography and photography folks. Bam. Now we're going to start to make everything look good on the back end. All right. So you're going to put this, you can put it where you want, but to make everything go good, we're going to put it right there where it says info@yourcompany.com. And we're going to replace that with info info at info. Why is it info at on the front end versus dot on the back end? Because you still got to make sure it's email stuff. So it still have to say at on this side. And then I want to make this a button. So you're going to come over here. Because it has to then go somewhere. There we go. So on this side, my email side, over here to the right, it usually say if I wanted to do something. Let me make it a button. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy this one little section, but instead of that right there, I'm gonna turn it into a button real quick. And then we're gonna take this background out and make it plain. Take that border out. Okay, I don't have to do all that. So then you're gonna go here, and where it says button, we are going to put the email information. And we're gonna get rid of this one. And then Let me know if y'all catching on. If y'all understanding what's going on here. Bam. And then we're gonna take this border out of here. All right. Now, if you go back where it says button info add, it's gonna ask you what is it that you want to do. So you can have a pop-up or you can have it go to your email address. So it will still go to wherever you'll still get this in the system and your email address if you're just starting out, you're not ready to let go fully yet, or you got somebody run your email, you can use it this way. So then you're
Mhm.
gonna save it, and then we're gonna publish. So now when we go to the page and you go to the bottom, you can now click the thing. You can click your button.
Your little chat bot pops up.
Yeah. So you can click your button and choose which format you use for email. And once you open it, the person can then send you an email.
100%. And
So,
then take it back. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm jumping the gun. Go ahead with what you
no,
were getting
go
ready to
ahead.
do. Okay,
No, that
so
was that for that part.
so let's do this. Let's show why this is super cool. Because what I thought was super cool about this is that you were able to create this from the back of the system. But
Mm-hmm.
if somebody still sent something to your Gmail just because they had your Gmail account already, it's still going to
Mm-hmm.
come to the back of the system. On the
Oh, so
front
you want
end,
me to send?
y-
Yeah, you
y-
want me to send like an email?
or you can send an email. Yeah, send an email, or you know what I'm saying, just showing where the conversations will then end up at.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, gotcha. So, can you? I think it's a delay. Sorry. Oh, I gotta
You
share
okay?
it. Okay. Yeah. So, say, okay, if somebody did send something to you, then the conversation will then start to flow here, right?
Hmm.
So, like this one. Okay, cool. Wow. Okay, back in April. So, your conversation will start to flow here, exactly like this. You'll start to see who sent something to you, what their message was, their name, phone number, all that information will then be over here to the right. As you see, it says guest visitor LKAZU. It'll actually be someone's name here and their information and what they're saying. You will then be able to just go back and forth. Hey, thanks for reaching out. Now the conversation will continue to flow if you have your bot on here.
Hmm.
So that's where your stuff will then go, which is why we emphasize it on the all in one, because we do
Yeah.
have clients who are not fully ready to let go. They still have stuff that they have in that email, that Gmail, and that's fine. We work with you to finally merge you all the way there, because it can be a headache, especially if you have a Google Calendar, you're trying to connect it to the calendar. That
Right.
is, there's nothing wrong with that if it's in order. If it's not in order, you're gonna still be using the other calendar, and it feels like that feature that's in the system will then now be a waste. And it's not. It's here to help you.
Yeah.
So that was the email functionality part. We talked about phone numbers. So let me show you how to do a phone number. So we're gonna go back to our settings on the left hand side, and we're gonna go down to phone numbers. So I'm gonna bring it back to the screen. For phone numbers, you really have to make sure you have your stuff together as a business. And when I say that, you got to know what you have to be registered, which means you have to be either your sole proprietary LLC, a non-for-profit, any of those things. You have to have your state registration.
Yeah.
You have to have your EIN. They are cracking down. You cannot get a number off of if you don't have those things. The reason
Right.
why they want to make sure that you are a legitimate business and nothing is being encrypted or fraudulent while you're doing stuff like that. That's why it is.
Yeah.
So, if you don't have your stuff, we have a course on how to start a business. Um, but you will hear us say it all the time. Make sure your stuff is registered. Make sure your stuff is registered. If you don't, make sure you get into the next webinar that we're doing on the 18th to the 21st, because these are some things that we are talking about before you launch your first product, because you got to make sure this is in order before you can do all of that. You don't have to, but we recommend it. You want
We
to
definitely recommend it. I mean, I think it's
highly,
the best thing to be able to
highly.
do highly.
I mean, yes, like I don't want to discourage nobody from not being able to come to learn, but during that you will hear us tell you make sure your stuff is in order. All
Yeah.
right, so back to what we're doing. If you can bring it back to the screen, because I think I just left out and then come back.
All
Move
right,
us
cool.
back on.
Let me see. Let me see where you at. Let me go. There you go.
All right, cool. So it's right here. It's right at the top. Trust center. They are making sure you get it together. But how you come in and do this, you go to add a number. And we're going to add a number used for SMS and call. And we'll show you the cool call feature out of here. It won't let us do a call in here because it's a demo account. So no matter where you are, you can look up your area code to see if they have it. As you can see, it says United States. But if you are somewhere else, they got Puerto Rico, Singapore, South, I can't see because the thing is in the way, Spain, Switzerland, UK. So you can, wherever you are, you can get a number.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to filter. It says number, you put in the first few digits or any part of it. You can do first part. So let's see. Look at all our numbers just pop up. Just showing all ideas.
It's okay.
Let's
You
see
can
if we
call our
got
number. People could call our number.
no.
Oh wow, look,
I,
I needed to see this too. So
hey,
thank you.
hey, can you go on and switch to that account?
Absolutely, thank you. I appreciate that because I
Cause
need that.
listen to when if you are in Waukegan or the Lake County, Illinois area, y'all are in luck. That means what
We
this
got phone
means
numbers.
is we got phone numbers for that area. We did not have phone numbers for that area a couple months ago when we were doing one of our clients there in Waukegan. So here we go, Illinois, and I mean Lake County. The emphasis of Lake County. It was downstate. It wasn't up. It wasn't Lake County. So here we go. Yeah, you definitely
Yeah,
got to
we got
go
a
ahead
bunch.
and
Yeah, we got a
you
bunch.
definitely got to go ahead and hop on them. So here we go. And as you can see, it's $1.15 a what a month.
Yeah,
Let me
you
let
paid
me
that a
let
dollar.
me let me $1.15
How much do you pay
a
for
month.
somebody? How much do you pay for something like that? Because I don't know any of those. I haven't been, so I'm not in the game anymore of those type of apps anymore. How much do you pay for something usually like that for a phone number?
So I ain't gonna even hold you. When back then, way back in I think 2017, 2018, the travel agency put us on to getting a Google number, which was free, and it did
Right.
what it needed to do. It rings to your phone. You can do a voicemail. That was back then, where none of this was then. So you could if you got a Google number, you just got a Google number. Like I still got my Google number. So I mean it don't do nothing. It can't do nothing. It can send an alert, it's on your phone, but it's not gonna capture no leads, no nothing like that. Your business phone, I got T-Mobile and it is my business. I do have a business line. Um I just put in my business name, not my personal, because I was able to get more stuff.
Hmm.
It ain't no $1.15, let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm
And I
pretty
have
sure.
everything connected. I have my watch, my iPod, my AirPods. So yeah, it add up. It ain't no $1.15. It ain't no $1.15. And anybody who got a business number know it ain't no $1.15. Only thing is and even with you using your phone number, it still don't come out to nearly as much it is for you to pay for a phone through I mean, I say Comcast because it's part of it. AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, all of that stuff.
Right.
You not paying $1.15 for your phone. That's just what it is. I don't care if you're paying $25, $30. It's still not $1.15 a month for a for a phone number that helps you be professional with your business.
And
So,
you get a mobile app with it. So that's the different game too. So you get a mobile app with that because I don't know if you get a mobile app with all the rest of those things because I don't remember getting a
well,
mobile app.
you don't get a mobile. Do you get a mobile app with T-Mobile now for your regular phone?
No,
No, you don't get one with the business either. The
you get
business
them.
actually suck
Yeah,
even worse
but
because
I'm
you
saying you get
there's
a mobile
app.
app with this because you
Yes,
can be able to control
for
your
your
mobile
your
app.
system.
Yes.
Yes. So that is something that I wanted you to show. So that's how you get a number.
Hmm.
And that is pretty much how that is when we talk about making yourself look professional across the board. This does have an app, like he said. So it's not only in the computer, on a laptop, on the iPad. You can carry it with you. So everything that you see in your almost everything, it won't look the same in the phone because it's an app. So it's a little smaller. But you still see your contacts, you still see your conversations, you got your phone numbers, you got your products, you got your invoices, your social media planner. So we'll talk about the social media planner in the phone app tomorrow. But
But
that's
I
what we
wanted to
wanted
do
to get
something.
out today. What you
I
want to
wanted
do?
to do something. I wanted to do something with that.
Okay,
Um,
go ahead.
if you don't mind, I know I can
Absolutely.
sometimes. Okay, me let me do something. Let's do this. Let's stop that. I'm going to share my screen,
All right.
and I'm going to come over here to the system as well, right? And I need to use ours because can you see mine or no? Let me see.
Yep. Which one are
I
you?
see yours.
I
I
see
see
artists.
yours. Okay, let me
Okay,
do
there you
this.
go.
Add that to the screen. Okay, cool. So I need to use ours, but that's our social media, all this stuff or whatever. But at the top of here, you have a way where you could be able to call. So you can
Hmm.
actually make a call from back here in your system. So able, let's do this. Uh
Oh,
allow.
I thought you were gonna use a phone.
Yeah, I'm going to use it from back here. I'm going to check the check. So matter of fact, I'm going to use this microphone right here. You can see that. No, you can't see that. So allow.
Oh, you're setting it up. That's why I
Yeah.
was a little confused. Okay.
So
Mhm.
all right, cool. So then now I can come over here and I can make a phone call. So I'm gonna just call me. I don't care about people calling my number. If you got something you want some business, come and get it. It's all good. What the business is.
Like Jones.
So check it out. My phone is ringing. My phone is ringing. Hello.
Hello.
See, I'm
See,
sounding
I'm
double,
sounding dumb,
and you can
and
be able
you
to
can
make
be able to
phone
make
calls
phone calls
from the back
from
of
the
your
back of
system.
your system,
So you don't
so
have
you
to
don't have to
always
always
be
be
on your
on
actual
your
phone.
actual.
So this is
So
pretty
this is
cool
pretty
where you
cool
could be
where
able
you
to
can
do that.
be
I'm
able
gonna
to do
hang
that
up on
on
my
my
regular
regular
phone,
phone.
but so now you can see that this stuff actually really works. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
now you have a different type of stream going on where you could be handling business, making phone calls, doing whatever it is that you got to do, and then also, um, let me see. Let me go back over here to conversations, back to what we were talking about, and as you can see that outgoing call was right there. I can see it. I could see that there was a phone call made. I could check out whatever it was, and voila, it's that simple. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to just show you guys how this stuff works and ties back in to you having that all in one system. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be able to make while you're doing your work, you can make phone calls and hit somebody up and be like, "Hey, boo, wah, wah, see, this is and this." Boom, go on to the next one. Go on to
Can
the
you
next
go
one.
back to your thing?
Yeah, for sure.
So, okay, hold on. Let me take that out because they got information on there. So I'll bring this one up. With what he's saying, I want to go back to that part of the.
Okay,
So
hold up.
that was
I
the
got
contact.
you. Yep.
So then your contacts will flow right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But within there, literally, as he's talking on the phone, Whatever the conversation is going on, if you need to do anything, you can literally be taking notes right then and there about what the conversation was or what you needed to do. Or if you got to send documents, you can send a document. If you need to schedule an appointment, you can send the appointment. Like everything from your phone pretty much looks like this in one place. But you can do all that stuff and still keep up with the conversation. If you're a good multitasker, you can keep up with the conversation and it's all right here. So you don't have to write it down. I mean, you can, but the goal is not to be doing it. You can put everything here so the people across the board who you're working with, your team, can also know what's going on. Just like you said, if you missed the call and someone else is calling, and they pick it up, they can see the notes. So
Yeah.
if any of y'all ever worked in a call center or behind the scenes, or when you call customer service and I'm like, oh, let me transfer you over, and they get to secure the call and all that stuff. Oh, I see the notes that the other agent had. Da, 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 da. That's where that comes into play, and you can keep everything documented for the sake of the customer and the client, what you talked about, but also if you're not available, that everybody else can help out with it.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, y'all know what time it is. We gonna shorten this because I get tired of telling y'all. Go to powerconnect.com for this. Blah, 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 blah. So, and you put up anyway. Cool. So,
I don't know which one it
so
is. It's our free group, so
cool. For the free group, go ahead and go to popboilerconnect.com/free members. That is our group within the system. If you're on Facebook, you can go to Pop Boiler Connect. Make sure it's the community group. If you are a business, we're doing a business niche giveaway. So this one is a giveaway. That's why we emphasize on make sure you tag your favorite photographer, videographer to get them to get some stuff because we watching. We've put a few people in ourselves. Make sure y'all go to popboilerconnect.com/niche giveaway. Niche giveaway. So this is what that look like.
let me pull it up.
Yeah.
I
Let
got
me.
you. I
There
got
you
you. I
go.
got you.
Perfect.
I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling
Got
it up.
it.
Hold on. Let me go
It's
over
up
there
there.
for you. Okay. I thought that was just the website.
No. Nope.
Okay.
So there's a niche. There is a niche giveaway. Now you can bring the website up for what's next because that's where we talk about pricing and demos and affiliates. So you can go to popboilerconnect.com and get that information by clicking pricing at the top and affiliate program in the middle. And if you would like to see this more in depth, go ahead and schedule a demo with us and we can see how we can help you with your pain points. Don't worry, we will not overwhelm you and show you the entire system. Only
Right.
the stuff that you need help with. That's the good part of being an agency owner, I must say. So, on that note, we up out of here. Cue our theme music.
Till the next time. Hey. Hold up.
Oh, I'm about to say you and cue. You know, wait.
Hey.
Still running
Hey. We love being able to serve y'all, man. For real. Like she said, man, make sure y'all go to popboilerconnect.com and be able to get everything it is that you need for your services. If you're a business that is looking for change, this is what's for you. Peace and blessings, y'all.
If you still log in at 10 apps stressful, I'm on one dashboard, that flex looks special. Drip too cold, got the flows on auto. Lease so warm, they reply where you want us. Book 2 calls for the sun, hit the condo. Campaign tight, whole system like Pablo. CRM clean, got the tags